Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another figure review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Roger Moore James Bond figure from DID Corporation. Now this is a figure that I was very excited to take a look at ever since DID reached out to me and asked me if I'd like to take a look at it for a review. And of course I said yes, send it my way, I'd love to see it. Roger Moore is one of the more sort of classic versions of James Bond, and he is absolutely one of the greats. So I was more than happy to take a look at this piece. Now, there is also a Big Chief Studios Roger Moore coming out, and I might have to pick that one up now to compare the two, but I have to say, from first impressions, I think this one might already have taken the cake because he comes with a whole bunch of accessories, a couple of different looks, and of course the head sculpt, which is just bang on. But either way, if you want to pick up your very own Roger Moore figure or also the Agent Paul from Wild Toys, they're kind of being sold together in like a combo deal on DID Corporation's website, and the link for that is down in the description below. They are in stock right now. Either way, what we're going to do now is get Roger Moore out here and take a look at all the accessories. Alright, now here are all of the accessories that come with the Roger Moore James Bond. Or not quite all of the accessories, he does come with a shoulder strap as well, but that's already on the figure, so when I get him out here, I will make sure to highlight that. Either way, starting off with the display base, he does come with a metal display base, which I find absolutely insane. The heft, the quality, I mean, this piece is really, really well made. The fact that this piece actually screws in rather than just pegging in, you know that it's not going to fall out. I think that this is one of the highlights of the set, being one of the most high quality pieces in here. Very, very nice work by DID on this piece. And you can see obviously their logo and website details on the top there. So very classy effort by DID Corp. Now he also does come with two weapons. The first being his revolver, which is made of metal. It's insane the stuff that they're making out of metal here. I do appreciate it. I absolutely love that. Now you can actually see some bullets are stored in the actual little revolver piece there. They are tiny little bullets, but you guessed it, they are made out of metal, which is crazy. They are making a bunch of stuff out of metal here. I love that. So a little metal bullet, metal gun, metal display base. The actual hammer does move backwards and forwards. This piece does come out, but I don't want those bullets to go flying, so I'm not going to move it down on mine, but it does move. It's painted rather nicely. Nice wooden handle with a little silver dot in there as well. Really nice job on that piece. And he also does come with his little Walther, which I do love. He has got a working hammer there. The slide does move backwards and forwards, and you can switch out the magazine. Now, he does come with two magazine options. He comes with one with a little piece at the end there and a flat one. You'll have to let me know down in the comments the actual difference between the two, but I think I'm going to go with the one with the little piece sticking out of the bottom there. It just gives it a little bit of an added kick towards the end there, so I do really like that. He also does come with two hands, so not a hell of a lot in terms of hands, but he does come with, I think, the necessities. So two holding hands, and then he's wearing the gun holding hand and just an open sort of palm. You can see decent enough paint job. You can see the nails are painted on there as well, which is something that you don't see from a lot of companies. Now, he also does come with a second outfit, this being his white business shirt, which you can put on the figure, and don't worry, I will do that in this video. He also does come with his blazer, and he does come with a tie as well, which has already been pre-tied for you, so you don't have to worry about fiddling around with a 1/6 scale tie. So that's a second outfit option. I love it when it comes with practical accessories like a second outfit option, rather than throwing in a whole bunch of stuff that you can't really use. This at least gives you the opportunity to make two different looks for your figure, and I absolutely appreciate that. Either way, what we're going to do now is get the figure himself out here and take a look at that head sculpt. And here we have the Roger Moore James Bond figure himself, and he looks really, really good. DID Corporation is a company that I wasn't necessarily all that familiar with. I'd seen their work at ACGHK both last year and this year, and I was very, very impressed. And so too am I impressed with this piece right here. The sculpting, the paintwork. He is dead on to Roger Moore, if you ask me. He is a really, really awesome painted, sculpted piece. They have killed it. Now, this is one of his two sort of outfit looks that he can be wearing. This is his long sleeve sort of skivvy with his strap on the side there. You can see that it is a leather sort of style strap that he can be wearing to hold his pistol in. So I guess you could have him technically holding the Walther and put the revolver in there. So it gives you a couple of different options for the look. Now, this guy does come wearing this sort of padded sort of fat suit section, which gives him a little bit more bulk. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but you can remove it, of course, if that's something that you want to do. I personally, I think I'm going to be leaving it on there just because it gives him a little bit more bulk, like I said, and it, you know, fills him out a little bit rather than him looking really skinny in the torso section. Now, he does also come wearing a real belt, which I do appreciate, a leather style belt with a proper, it feels like metal belt buckle as well. So they do go all out with the metal on this figure. Either way, what I'm going to do now is angle the camera down and give you a look at the pants and the shoes. Panning the camera down to the pants, as you can see, they sit really nicely on the actual shoes themselves. And again, real laces, and he is wearing socks as well. I do appreciate the fact that they've gone ahead and done that. And then it does have that nice sort of leather sole like we saw on the Wild Toys Agent Paul. So possibly DID Corporation lent Wild Toys their shoes. I don't know if that's what happened or not, but the quality of the shoes are consistent between those two figures, which I really do like. I mean, these shoes are some of the best 1/6 scale style shoes I've seen, right down, as I said, to that leather sort of style sole and the real laces. There's not really too much more to talk about on the pants. They just are really nice sort of business pants. So what we're going to do now is get the alternate look for the Roger Moore James Bond on, so I can show you what that looks like. And here we have the second look for the Roger Moore figure. Now, he is wearing a suit and tie, and I think the only thing that I really did mess up on was not trying to remove the fat suit vest that's underneath, because it bulks him out, I think, just a little tiny bit too much. But of course, when you're doing it on your own figure, you can decide whether or not you want to remove that. Now, the other challenging thing on this was the fact that they do use real buttons, and while I appreciate the realism of using real buttons, I think a strip of Velcro or even those sort of press stud things would have worked just fine, because these were a little bit tricky to do up. But once you have it all set up, I think he looks very, very good. They've done a really good job with the tailoring on this suit. Someone mentioned that in the Wild Toys video, that the Wild Toys suit looked good. I think this one looks even better. The tailoring is second to none. Now, he does also have a real knotted tie that you do have to put on before you put the head sculpt on. I made the mistake of not doing that, but when you remove the head sculpt, you put all of the outfit on, do the tie first, then pop the head sculpt on, and you can tighten it up. And you can do it a little bit better than I have. It's just a little bit off to the side, but it sort of moves around because it is a real tie, which I really, really do appreciate. I mean, even all around, you can see they've done a really nice job with the tailoring of the suit itself. Now, bringing out the Wild Toys Agent Paul for a quick side-by-side comparison. As you can see, there is a little bit more height in the Wild Toys Agent Paul, a little bit taller than the Roger Moore figure, but I still think this works. If you're portraying your eras of James Bond, then of course you'd expect a little bit of height difference between the actors. I don't know if this is entirely accurate or not, but to my eye, this looks about right. Now, DID Corp asked me to do a really nice high-res close-up view of the head sculpt, and I think it presents really well. I will include the Pierce Brosnan in just a second, just so you can get an idea of what that head sculpt looks like up close and personal, but they definitely killed it with the likeness on this Roger Moore figure. Now, if you do just want to pick up this Roger Moore figure by itself, you can do so. You don't have to get it in the 2-pack, but I think that would be the best way, best bang for your buck, because you are getting 2 figures rather than 1, but you can definitely pick him up on his own. Either way, bringing in the Pierce Brosnan figure, here you can see them side by side, and their head sculpts both look really, really good. I know the lighting is a little bit darker, but I wanted to do it that way just so you could see how the shadows fall on the head sculpts naturally. I think they present very, very well. Just wrapping up on this DID Corporation Roger Moore James Bond figure. Now, I am very, very impressed with what DID Corporation has managed to do here. Now, as I said in the intro of this video, I've never picked up anything from DID Corporation before, but absolutely now, after reviewing this figure, I am going to be on the lookout for anything that they are making, because this figure is absolutely awesome. I love the fact that he comes with 2 outfits, the metal base, the metal gun, the fact that they poured so much love and attention to detail into this piece, and the fact that it is just so damn classy, all the way down to the signatures on the box. And as I said, the metal accessories, I am in love with what DID Corporation has done here. Now, either way, if you do want to pick up your very own Roger Moore James Bond with the Wild Toys Agent Paul, they are in stock right now with DID Corporation themselves, and the link for that is down in the description below, so definitely go ahead and check them out. Also, check out 6 Scale Network, the brand new Facebook group where you can come along, chat figures, share photos of your collection. It's all down in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.